Have you ever watched a film or TV show and found yourself struggling to recognize an actor due to their incredible transformation? Or perhaps you've been amazed at how some celebrities look almost unrecognizable in certain roles. If so, you're not alone. In the world of Hollywood, transformations can range from jaw-dropping physical changes to stunning makeup and CGI enhancements that completely alter an actor's appearance. Whether it's a complete makeover for a role or the clever use of special effects, these transformations can leave audiences in awe. In this video, we'll explore 18 celebrities who underwent major physical transformations to truly embody their characters, alongside 18 stars who utilized makeup and CGI to achieve their stunning looks. From dramatic weight loss and intense training regimens to the magic of Hollywood's makeup artists and visual effects, we'll take a closer look at how these talented individuals brought their roles to life. Join us as we celebrate the artistry and dedication behind some of the most remarkable transformations in the entertainment industry. Major transformations ahead. Number 1, Christian Bale. When you think of method acting, Christian Bale will likely spring to your mind. Well, do you remember the time he went full go hard or go home for his role in The Machinist in 2004? This is the most striking and scary transformation the actor has ever made, losing more than 60 pounds to portray an insomniac. In an interview with Men's Journal, Bale expressed that his method was smoking cigarettes and drinking whiskey to lose weight. Yikes, what a way to do it. Number 2, Jared Leto. So, this one was a tricky one to categorize because Jared Leto's portrayal of an HIV-positive trans woman, also in Dallas Buyers Club, came to life through a combination of very real changes to Jared's look and a little help of makeup. After doing some digging, I'm going to give Jared a little more credit for the work he put in to transform into his character, Rayon. In conversation with Roger Ebert online, Leto talked about how he lost 30 pounds, waxed his body from head to toe, including waxing his eyebrows completely off, and even lived in character for 25 days throughout the shoot. I don't know about you, but I thought the actor looked so different for the film that I nearly didn't recognize him. Number 3, Chris Hemsworth. There seems to be a running theme here of stars losing weight to wholeheartedly tell a story, and things were no different for Chris Hemsworth when he filmed In the Heart of the Sea in 2015. According to People, the actor took on a frail frame as he dropped 33 pounds in 4 weeks, only eating around 500 calories a day. Hemsworth stated that it took a toll on his mind, as well as his body, and he had to suffer in some way in order to do the story justice. It's pretty shocking to see Hemsworth like this, when we're so used to seeing him as the mighty Thor. Number 4, 50 Cent. Rapper turned actor, 50 Cent, shocked fans in 2011 with his emaciated physique for the film All Things Fall Apart. 50 Cent portrayed a football player who falls ill from a genetic disease, with inspiration for the story coming from the rapper's experience with losing a childhood friend to cancer. 50 Cent explained to the Huffington Post that he had so much muscle on him that it was hard to lose definition even as he got lighter and slimmer, stating, "I started running to suppress my appetite. Towards the end, it was really difficult. It was like if I don't get close enough to what my best friend looked like to me at that point before he passed, then I'm not doing the story any justice." The rapper dropped from 214 pounds to 160 pounds in just 9 weeks after living off of a liquid diet and running on a treadmill for 3 hours a day. Number 5, Natalie Portman. Natalie Portman took on the challenge of embodying the role of a ballerina for the psychological thriller Black Swan. And it sounds like the actor threw herself into the transformation. In an interview with US Weekly, she spoke about how extreme the physicality of it all was, as a year before shooting, she had to undergo extreme ballet, cross-training, and swimming. Portman shed 20 pounds off her already petite frame and trained for a challenging 5 to 8 hours a day to get the results required to portray her character. Number 6, Michael B. Jordan. Jordan got ripped for his debut in the Rocky franchise with a 2015 release of Creed. According to Men's Journal, Jordan indulged in a hefty workout routine with his trainer, Corey Calliott, which saw him undertake 45 to 60 minutes of cardio daily, along with 3 hours of boxing and of workouts every other day. The newfound regime also extended to his diet, whereby Jordan would eat 6 meals a day. The end product? I felt muscles I never knew I had, Jordan says. Number 7. Idris Elba. Believe it or not, that's Idris Elba fully morphed into a creepy alien monster for Star Trek Beyond, and that's all thanks to the special makeup and prosthetic efforts of Joel Harlow. When speaking to Inverse about the process, Harlow explains that Elba's character, Crawl, had to be an amalgam of a human and any number of species, and by extension, a lot of the alien characters were designed as aquatic in nature, lots of fins, and there were lizard elements in Crawl too, Gila monsters specifically. What's even more brilliant is how the team combined the use of makeup and light effects to breathe even more life into the character's demeanor. According to Vanity Fair, the team used light effects to show Crawl's transformation every time he took another character's energy, by embedding tracing lights and fiber optics into the character's head. Mission: serve up a villainous alien? Complete. Number 8. Lupita Nyong'o when watching Star Wars: The Force Awakens. You may have recognized the voice of actor Lupita Nyong'o before realizing the alien creature was played by her. For the role, Nyong'o brought her character to the galaxy through motion capture. In an interview with IGN, the actor expressed that she wanted to take on the role and felt liberated by the filming technique, which allowed her to play a character that wasn't limited by her physical circumstances. The character certainly had no resemblance to the actor, so it's pretty cool to have another well-done motion capture performance on the ever-growing list. It was also great to see the talent and work that goes into creating such a transformation. Number 9. Andy Serkis. Time for the king of performance capture. Andy Serkis breathed life into J.R.R. Tolkien's fictitious monster Gollum for the Lord of the Rings movie franchise. The credit is all down to CGI and motion capture, but not forgetting Serkis' hissing voice for the character, of course. In an insightful interview with IGN, Serkis explained that director Peter Jackson used a lot more motion capture for Gollum than was originally intended, because of how Serkis would embody the character. Serkis stated that I'd crawl around doing the voice of Gollum. I was being Gollum. I wasn't in costume because there wasn't a costume. I was just wearing a skin-tight suit. Then they'd always shoot 2 versions, one with me on camera acting literally on camera with Sean and Elijah, and then I'd do a version stepping off camera. Sean and Elijah would act to the void where I once was, having encoded the scene that we'd just done, and I'd do the voice off camera, giving as much vocal energy. And also I'd kind of show them the moves so that they could mime exact moments. To pinpoint exact moments and stuff. Then, that would leave the animators 2 kinds of routes to go down. They either basically rotoscoped over my exact movements. If Peter liked a particular take, he'd get the animators to literally paint frame by frame over my exact moves and my facial expressions and everything. Or, using the second take with them acting to the void where I once was, I'd then go back in post-production, which is basically all of 2002, to do motion capture. It's basically kind of acting as a virtual puppeteer. You wear a suit with dots all over it, cameras pick up all the dots, and in real time I could see this computer-generated image of Gollum, which, if I moved my right arm, then Gollum in real time would move his right arm. It's no wonder that Gollum almost felt like a real person when watching, and I think this transformation will forever remain in the Motion Capture Hall of Fame. Number 10, and the last one, is Doug Jones. If you haven't clicked who Doug Jones is, you will likely recognize the characters he has played. Jones typically portrays non-humans, such as the Silver Surfer in Fantastic Four, Rise of the Silver Surfer, the merman known as the Asset in Shape of Water, and Saru in Star Trek: Discovery. My favorite of all of Jones's manifestations has to be the nightmarish pale man from Pan's Labyrinth, one which is both terrifying and an amazing combination of traditional prosthetics and CGI. CMU explained the work required to turn actor and mime artist Jones into the monster. His transformation into both these characters, the Pale Man and the Fawn, was about 5 hours, however. Due to the complicated application process, it wasn't as simple as sitting in a makeup chair. The makeup required elaborate mechanical application for puppeteering that needed to be screwed, zipped, and plugged in to make it work. The fawn had complicated leg detailing and a heavy headpiece, and so to apply the makeup for hours on end, Jones needed to either stand for the entirety of it or sit in a bicycle-like chair with a T-bar to support his head and body. Now that his commitment to the role